Hey guys, I'm just kind of making a small little update video here because I'm just kind of going through the motions right now and starting to pack up some of the things here. I'll show you kind of what I have packed up right now here so that you can kind of see. This is N64, Super Nintendo, DS, and 3DS here for this tote. Most of the N64, all the N64 and Super Nintendo stuff is like packed up right now, but I figured to just kind of go through that and let you guys know kind of how along everything is coming here. So Kami Den here. Next up we got Plants vs. Zombies. This is kind of what life's going to start turning into here pretty soon. I figured I'd start the documentation process here, but it's already kind of along here, so got Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 here. I remember being really excited for this game when it came out. Maybe a future mystery game is inevitable on that one, and also this is an upside down, I don't know why. And Mario Kart DS is the last thing in here. And I'll can the thing right then and now. Where the heck is Mario Kart DS at? Oh, right here. Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm switching cameras to my actual good camera for this because, yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna be continuing on with this more of the game hacking here. Hopefully gonna get the GameCube and Wii stuff ready here, and yeah, I won't be looking at the camera a whole lot because I'm focusing on that. I'm loading this giant tub here. The other tub has the N64 and Super Nintendo and DS and 3DS in it. I feel like I could get most of the rest of this stuff in this, though. I guess we'll just wait and see, but I feel like it's likely, so let's just start with this. And by that, I mean this is going to be very, very short because I don't really have a whole lot of GameCube here, but see, look at that. That was all the GameCube right then and there. Let's just set that on its side there, I guess. And let's move on to Wii, I guess. Here, got some real classics like Chicken Little Ace in Action, or Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party, which I can't play right now because I need a dance pad. I guess I can just use Wii remotes for that. Okay, these two games are actually both pretty damn good. Donkey Kong Country Returns and Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Boom Blocks I have that maybe I might bring this to Mystery Game at some point, because this is, I've heard really good things about Boom Blocks, but I never played it, so who knows, maybe for the future I might do something with that, but yeah. Let's get the Kirby stuff in here. Wow, I played the hell out of pretty much all of these. GoldenEye, Guitar Hero 3, this was such a huge... Everyone I knew literally had this game. I had the Wii version because this was the only system I had at the time for it. Kirby's Epic Yarn, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, still one of my favorite Kirby games right here. Kirby's Dream Collection, which is still one of my favorite collections. Not to nerd out here, but I love that this actually has 3 episodes of the anime on it, which is like such a wild concept to me to even think that even in 2012 they would still be technically releasing like some form of media where you could actually watch, like legally watch that show. Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Link's Crossbow Training. God. Twilight Princess was like one of the first Wii games I bought actually, because yeah, of course I would have the Wii version. Mario Kart Wii, Mario Party 8 and 9. Honestly, I have fond memories of Mario Party 9, like, from doing the Let's Play and stuff. I actually had really fond memories of doing that, so... I know I said eventually I would do the extra modes in that, and honestly now I would need to replay the entire game again, but... Oh boy, NBA Live 09, totally. Some of these games I got from Darren relatively recently. Some of these Mario Sports games are definitely not those. Oh boy, the big granddaddy of, like, probably my entire Wii collection here. if there's one game, like, I've said my piece on Metroid Prime before, but I absolutely adore this, like, collection, the Steelbook, and this is Metroid Prime Trilogy here, which still to this day one of my favorite, like, collections on the Wii. Okami here. If I want to play Okami, I'd play the HD version of it now that I have that on Switch, but, you know, it's still pretty good. I've kind of a beat-up case for New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I don't know what the heck happened to it, but Ninja Reflex. Yeah, some of these games, like, I got this from Darren, Pikmin 1 and 2. I don't know what happened to my Pikmin 2 case. Again, it kind of got beat up somehow. Pac-Man Party. Actually kind of a fun, decent spin-off here, but yeah. Let's see. Pokemon Battle Revolution. That was such a huge deal when that came out. Price is Right. I remember I played the heck out of Battle Revolution when I first got that, because I was, like, really heavy into Gen 4 at the time. Rayman Raving Rabbids 1 and 2 here. I didn't actually own the second one until fairly recently. That was one of the ones Darren gave me at one point. I think he had both the Rabbids games, but I already had Rabbids 1 and Rayman Origins, which is another really good game. I was actually playing Legends for, like, a few minutes last night. 2 copies of Red Steel. Why, Darren? I don't know why you gave me 2 copies of this game, but Red Steel 2, which is honestly an incredibly underrated Wii game. I'm considering doing a full Let's Play of this game at some point, because it is that good. And it's a damn shame that it's a game that no one really talks about a whole lot, but it's good. If you like games, it has a very Borderlands aesthetic, kind of that cel-shaded, like, I know you can't see it because the zoom's kind of different here, but, like, if you really like that cel-shaded kind of, like, Western, like, sci-fi style that Borderlands kind of has, that is definitely a game you want to check out at some point. Got Rock Band 1, 2, and 3. Rock Band 3 has such a good track listing, it's not even funny. Featuring music by Queen, Slipknot, Phoenix, Def Leppard. Coincidentally, I'm wearing a Def Leppard shirt right now. Can't make out that band name there. Them Crooked Vultures, The Ramones, Leonard Skinner, Ozzy Osbourne, The Who, and many more. It's a great soundtrack. Like, just look up the Rock Band 3 soundtrack at some point. It's that good. All my Sonic games, Sonic Colors, Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Super Mario Galaxy. This is pretty much the end of the Wii stuff here. Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My copy of this game actually doesn't work anymore, but it's I want to get another copy of it at some point, even though I would seriously just play Ultimate at this point, but, like, Brawl's fantastic. Still one of my favorite games in the series. Wii Music, Wii Play. This was something Darren had. Wii Sports. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my Wii library. I can get Wii U in this as well here, I think, because my Wii U library is not very big here. Sports you could definitely hide somewhere a little bit more down there. Yeah, let's get the Wii U stuff in here just so it's an all Nintendo thing here. My Wii U library is way smaller. I own more physical Switch games than I do Wii U, and that says something. Like, I have Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. This was my first Animal Crossing game. You can probably bet I don't have very high opinions of the series as a whole. Nah, I shouldn't say that. I actually do like New Horizons. Animal Crossing was always kind of a weird series for me. Anyone who's been following me on social media lately knows that I've been kind of sporadic opinion about the Animal Crossing series, because, like, for a while there was always people who were like, oh, I want to see a new game, I'm like, yeah, but it hasn't been that long since New Leaf, hasn't it? In reality, I guess 7 years is a bit of time, but, like, you know, for me, most of my favorite franchises are, unfortunately, more cult than Animal Crossing is, and, you know, I don't expect to be seeing a new Star Fox or a new Banjo-Kazooie anytime soon. And I know we've gotten, like, a new Star Fox in 2016, which was the first new game in a decade besides a remaster of Star Fox 64, which even then there was 5 years between all of that, so... And then, like, Metroid's another favorite franchise of mine. There was 6 years between Other M and Federation Force, and people didn't like either of those games really, so... Other M, I think, was liked at first, but then people's opinion of it kind of changed pretty quickly to negatively, mixed to negatively, and then Federation Force was just not the game people wanted it to be. You know, there's been Samus Returns since then, which is good, but that's like the only Metroid game in the last decade that people have actually liked, so yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't know what I'm exactly rambling on about. My point is that, like, I like Animal Crossing New Horizons, but, like, I feel I could go a lot longer without a new game, if I'm maybe honest, but I'm really old-fashioned. People can hate this opinion all they want. People probably hate my guts regarding that all they want, but, yeah. Alright. Let's see what other games I got here. Darksiders 2, which I have never finished. I got about 8 or 9 hours into it and then got to a boss that I couldn't beat and I just stopped. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, a game that I've always heard really, really, really great things about, and I didn't really get into it. I got to, like, World 5, and, like, by the time I got to World 4 and 5, I just kind of stopped. So, maybe one day I might revisit that. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, stopped playing after a little while. Finally, some games I have actually played through all the way. Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I already own these on GameCube and Wii, respectively, but, as some of you know, I did the Let's Play of Wind Waker HD, which, that was a fun game to do a Let's Play of. Will I ever do a Let's Play of Twilight Princess? I might. Sometimes I honestly forget Twilight Princess is even, like, HD is even a thing. I played through this, like, when it came out, and then I haven't really touched it since then, so that was about 4 years ago. And I kind of just binged it mostly within, like, a weekend, so... But yeah, I do like Twilight Princess as a game. Mario Kart 8, which is enough to say about that. New Super Mario Bros. U. And New Super Luigi U. Oops. Got Nintendo Land, which was actually a lot of fun, I thought. Paper Mario Color Splash, even though I know this game gets, like, kind of a weird rep. I kind of stopped playing it. Pikmin 3, probably one of the best exclusive games on the Wii U right now. Super Mario 3D World. 3D World's also pretty good, too. Not my favorite Mario game, but it's probably, like, my least favorite of the Mario, like, 3D platformers, but it's the one I probably have either played the least or have the least connection to. Because I'd say I probably would rather Odyssey over it, if I'm being honest, and I would rather 64 Sunshine or Galaxy, but that's just me, I think. Mario Maker still has the... I don't know why EB Games put the new sticker on the side of the box like that, but they just kind of did. It seems like not everything's gonna fit in this tote. Smash Wii U. A lot I could say about Smash Wii U. Like, it was my favorite game on the Wii U, yet ironically, I kind of feel this is still, like, this might be my least favorite of the Smash games in a way, just because it almost feels like it has the least charm in a weird sense. Like, I don't know, I would rather play Ultimate over it any day of the week. I mean, looking at this box is getting me kind of nostalgic for that time period. It felt like as time went on, like, I don't know, maybe I just got more nostalgic for the older games. I mean, if I had to rank them all, I mean, this is probably, like, my least favorite of them, and Ultimate's my favorite, but, I'd probably have to rank this, then 3DS. I just think 3DS has better stages, and I like Smash Run over Smash Tour any day of the week. This technically would control better, because you could use a better controller, but that's such a subjective thing, I realize. And then, honestly, probably then Melee, then 64. I know that's a really, really bold statement to say. I find I could go back to 64 more easily than I could go back to Melee, because I don't find Melee's aged very well. Whereas 64 I could go back to any day of the week if I wanted to. Then Brawl, and then Ultimate. Yes, I am going to straight up say I like Brawl a lot more than I like Melee, but whatever. Xenoblade X, started playing for a few hours, and then just kind of promptly put it down. Yoshi's Crafted World. Yoshi's Woolly World, played for about a few, got to, like, World 4, and then just kind of put it down. The more I think about it, I really did not finish that many of the games I have on my Wii U now, did I? That's it for that tote. Alright, I'm glad the game collection will only be 3 totes. I'm onto the blue totes right now, because I ran out of red ones and regards to other things, but... it wouldn't be one of these videos if I wasn't drinking my tea, so... yeah. So, okay, Xbox 360. Not a big library of these games, but still enough to kind of be noteworthy, I guess. Let's kind of get started talking about some things. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, played for a little bit, and then just kind of promptly... I stopped playing Black Flag, because honestly, like... I had played through... I know there's 4 years between these two games, but I basically played through all of Assassin's Creed 2, like, the summer before this came out. And I really loved Assassin's Creed 2. And then, I really should have probably played Brotherhood and Revelations. I still need to play those at some point. But then, like, I didn't really play those. And then, like, I never played 3 either. I kind of just went from 2 straight to 4. But even then, I feel like there hadn't really been a whole lot of, like, things that changed or improved. Like, not to say things didn't improve, but, like, things didn't really feel all that different. So, I just kind of didn't really bother, in a sense. But yeah, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, y'all know my opinion on this game. I think it's really, really underrated, personally. Batman Arkham City and its glorious Game of the Year edition box art. Actually, me and Alex tried doing a Let's Play that years ago. I don't think I still have any of the files for that, unfortunately, but we recorded a fair bit of the game. We recorded, like, maybe 12 videos or something, but I don't think any of that was ever actually posted, unfortunately. It was pretty entertaining, though, from what I played of it. I'll probably give it a shot some other time. Konami Classics Volume 1, I bought this just because it had Symphony of the Night on it, and I bought this, like, right after I got my 360, and Symphony of the Night was a game I wanted to play at the time. Budokai HD Collection, I got, and Ultimate Tank Haiichi. I kind of wish I had the Raging Blast games, personally, but, like, these were kind of the games I bought in my DBZ craze. Far Cry 3, one of my favorite first-person shooters ever made, honestly. Like, I really, really loved that game, honestly. Speaking of some of my favorite shooters ever made, Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Halo's one of those, like, iconic franchises, but honestly, it kind of clicked with me for the same reasons that games like Metroid Prime or Ratchet and Clank kind of clicked with me in a way. Pure and Lego Batman, this is a weird case, but this is, like, the one that came with the 360, or my 360. Portal 2, yes, I have a console version of it, not a handheld. Prince of Persia, I don't know why I bought this, but I just did for some reason. And Raiden Fighters Aces. Portal 2 is a great game too, by the way, I should mention that. Rocksmith and Rocksmith 2014 edition. Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection. I think I'd rather play this on PS3 than 360, but that's just for liking the PS3 D-pad more than the 361. This is one of Darren's games, not mine. UFC Undisputed. Alex just kind of left this here, and he doesn't even have a 360 anymore, so... And Xbox Live Arcade Game Pack. I feel like the only thing out of these, Luminous Live, Geometry Wars 2, and Bomberman Live, I feel like the only one of those that we even probably remotely want to play is Bomberman. And that's it for the 360, so let's move on to the PS3 here, which is also really, really small. Because I didn't really get into this generation until very late. You got 3D Dot Game Heroes, which is a very interesting game. It's essentially like a mix of Zelda 1 and A Link to the Past. Like, straight up Legend of Zelda stuff, like classic Legend of Zelda gameplay, but you can also make your own characters in it. It's really interesting. If you've played Legend of Zelda, you should know pretty much all the enemies by heart in that game. It's a neat little game. It's definitely something, and I always dig games that have character creation elements in them. Alpha Protocol, never touched that. Brutal Legend, this is one of my favorite games of the, I guess, not the last generation, but the generation before, I think, now. One of my favorite games of that, like, generation. Jack Black is the main character in a metal-themed video game. That's just badass overall. Modern Warfare 2, don't need to say a whole lot about it, and Black Ops. Some of those shooters I played the most back in the day. Castlevania Lords of Shadows, I actually have yet to play that, but I'll give that a shot at some point. Dead Island Riptide, played that once, didn't really like it very much. If you're wondering why I have some of these games, it's because I got my PS3 from my cousin, and those were some of the games that, like, Alpha Protocol, Castlevania, and Dead Island Riptide were, and Gran Turismo 5 were kind of like just some of those games that were in that kind of pack. Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. I actually still need to play this. I've played the first few Colossi of Shadow of the Colossus, but I haven't really, like, gotten super into it. Jak and Daxter Collection, I don't really need to speak a whole lot else about that. I mean, I've done the Let's Play of Jak and Daxter 1. I actually have really yet to play the rest of the games. I started playing Jak 2 a long time ago, and then just never really got back into it. Ni no Kuni, PlayStation All-Stars. I kind of want to do a mystery game on that at some point, but I kind of want to do a fighting game month at some point, so maybe, and honestly that could be several months. This is probably going to be something I talk about, because I have a lot of things to say about PlayStation All-Stars, actually. I don't think it's an inherently terrible game, but I have issues with it, probably the same ones that a lot of other people do, but it's not even really like a good Smash Brothers clone. It reminds me more of Power Stone than it does of Smash, if I may be honest. Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction. Need to actually play that at some point. And Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, which has a download code for Quest for Booty. I'm missing Crack in Time, but that's like the last of the future games I need to get, and that shouldn't be too hard to get, I don't think. I do want to play those games at some point, because I've heard really good things about them. And Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, I don't think anyone needs me to mention Grand Theft Auto 5 in a way. Red Dead Redemption, Sly Collection, South Park The Stick of Truth, Start the Party, Street Fighter 4, or Super Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter X Tekken. I don't think I have anything else really to say. I still need to actually play Red Dead Redemption. I've heard really good things about that game. And I still need to play the Sly Collection. I have so many damn games I actually need to play. Because there are some really good games in this, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm sorry to say that. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. Oh, what else do I need to find here? Well, I guess I can put this. This is like the Halo Reach limited edition case. Come on, you sucker. I know you can fit in that. There you go. See, a lot of this, the rest of this stuff is just kind of boxes here. I can put the Switch games in there as well. Actually, yeah, I mean, I might as well pack most of these Switch games up. There's a couple I'm going to leave out here, kind of just the games that I know I'm going to be playing in the next little bit. So, let's just go through my Switch library here, because there's a lot to kind of discuss with this one here. Hat in Time, still need to finish this at some point. I'm just going to set these in here for now, and then I'll just pull them out individually to talk about them. Celeste, this is a physical copy of Celeste from Limited Run Games. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which is... I really do like the Crash Bandicoot games. There's something I respect more... not to say I don't like them, but I'm not really that great at them. I never really grew up with Crash, but I do quite enjoy the games in their own way. Crash Team Racing, which is actually a lot of fun. Dragon Quest XI. I might actually keep... Actually, I have a case out here. I might actually put Dragon Quest XI in a case in case I feel like playing that in the next little bit. Because this is a game that I do... Well, I'll be busy with Animal Crossing for the next little while, but Dragon Quest is a game that I do want to get back to at some point, because I was really enjoying this, so... yeah. We got... Let's just take a couple out at a time. We have Kirby Star Allies, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Mortal Kombat 11. have the Nintendo Labo thing here. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Pokemon's Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team Deluxe. Pokemon Sword. I don't know why Mystery Dungeon is between the two of those games. Maybe just... I guess just alphabetical, but whatever. Sonic Forces Bonus Edition comes with... You gotta know, it comes with the controller skin. You gotta know that's such a big deal for Sonic Forces. Splatoon 2. Starlink Battle for Atlas. I still need to play this. I might bring this to Mystery Game at some point. I have it like up in the shelf there, you can see. It's the one that has Star Fox and Fox McCloud and Arwing in that. Very, very nice. Super Mario Maker 2, Super Mario Odyssey. And I guess time to talk about the biggest gun in my collection here. Well, down to only 3 more games left here. Got Super Mario Party. Yooka-Laylee. This is a physical copy of Yooka-Laylee from Limited Run Games. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I don't really know what to say about that other than I haven't already said, other than I really, really love that game. I've been a Super Smash Bros. Fan my entire life, and good God, they delivered on that. So a lot of my other Switch games I own digitally anyway. Like, I opted for digital for Animal Crossing, and I opted digital for, like, a lot of other games, so... I guess I can pack some of these boxes up, too. I mean, some of the ones that don't have their game... Well... No, because some of the ones that don't have their games inside, like, they don't really have anything else, really, to support them inside their boxes, so... Yeah, that might be it kind of for this boxing time, I guess. Like, the game shelf is pretty bare right now. What even is this? This a... Oh, it's a Starlink poster. Okay. A Kohl's bag. You know, like, I have other random stuff I need to box up. Like, I have all the Labo, a bunch of Labo on top that you can't really see. You know, I have, like, this here, which is the box for the Leaf figure that I have. And this is such a crazy, like, it's such a crazy, like, I did not expect this figure to be as big as it was, like, whenever I bought this, but, like, for comparison's sake, like, let's just take the game that revitalized your popularity here, like, for comparison's sake, like, it's taller than a freaking, like, a Switch game, so, yeah, it's such a weird, like, I did not expect this figure to be as big as it was here, but, yeah, I do, and I really, really love this figure a lot here, and yes, I know, there is a Dawn figure that's coming out next month. Actually, it might be this month at the time this video goes up, so, yeah, that's probably going to do it for this segment, though, so... Yeah, I'll probably just... I think I might just start packing some of the consoles up here. Probably pack some of the mini consoles away, or some of the other ones, but yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, hoping the audio's not a little bit weird in this, or hoping that it's not so bad, but yeah, I'm just recording more of this here. I got most of the stuff kind of packed up, and by most I mean the games themselves. I still have a bunch of stuff here. This is just a giant stash of Nintendo Power magazines. Just have a lot of just stuff I gotta worry about here now. Hoping that, like, this is pretty much all the Wii and the Wii U stuff. I got a lot of the other junk in here that's packed up. Pretty much all the systems except the Genesis Mini and the Switch there. And of course I gotta get some of the cords as well, but, you know, for the most part, this is pretty much it. I have a lot of the controllers in this little binny here. There's a couple others that I want to grab as well, but, yeah, that's pretty much... pretty much for the most part. The rest is just, up here is just kind of boxes, really, like... You know, I am gonna pack most of these up here. I think Starlink's probably the easiest thing to box here, just because there's actually stuff in it, but, you know, sorry if the camera work's not the easiest thing right now, because I'm not exactly looking at that, but I guess I'll toss Starlink in there. Oh, Fox McCloud. Oh, Fox McCloud, if only you were still who you once were. If only. But yeah, it's, crazy how the rest of this is, like, of course I point the thing in there and there's just random Watch Mojo Charlie's Angels videos on there, but yeah, I might as well grab, like, some random CDs that are down here. Like, what's even down here that we can talk about here? And, like, Pinkerton by Weezer, or, like, let's see what we got here. Like, Paul Simon, Graceland, like, let's see if I can focus that a little better. Yeah, like Graceland, or The Best of Cinderella, The Monkees. That's an older one from my mother's collection, I think. Just a random mixed CD. Bon Jovi's Keep the Faith, a random Bachman Turner Overdrive CD, and Don Henley's The End of the Innocents. That's more or less pretty much what's going on right now. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what packing's gonna be like now. Pack this 3DS charger here. Yeah. I know I'm just filming completely random junk at this point here, but I mean, yeah, the entire game shelf is really bare right now. I also gotta go through my entire closet here, and there's so much just junk in there, like, that's my old Hop Hog there in a dumb box, the box for the Snowball, which I loaned to a friend recently, and just random stuff. Like, half of these things here are just, like, old books or whatever here. I have all these posters lying around here, like, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, like, I still have all these boxes up here. I need to do something with those as well. Like, I have, like, Wind Waker Ganondorf there, and just a lot of just stuff I still have to, like, kind of pack around here, but yeah, it's funny, actually. I was just reminded of the this is like the floor way beside my office here. Um, when I uploaded the recent Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, the last video of that, I showed the two original videos that I recorded way back in 2009. They were recorded on the floor right here. They weren't recorded in the office for some reason. They were recorded here on the floor. 2009 was definitely a weird time in my life, but it was kind of when I fully started adopting this as, like, my main... Actually, no, I'd say 2008 I started kind of adopting this a little bit as my main room, but then 2009, back then, like, this wall right here where the game shelf is, which this wasn't always my game shelf. I only started using this one last year, I think. This was the Amiibo shelf here. This used to be my old game shelf for the longest time, but you can see kind of how tall it is here, and you can see just how much taller this one is here. So I just had so many games that would not fit on this at all. Like, this whole top row here, that was Wii U, PS3, and Switch, and by that I mean, like, Wii U, PS3, and all the Switch games were on top of that, so it really did not fit at all. And then I just have other weird stuff, like I have the Space Invaders arcade machine and the Tigger movie, and just... yeah, it'll be an interesting, like, it's an interesting time. I don't know exactly. It's like weird for me to box up so many of the memories here. All the game consoles and stuff, I moved those over already to the new place. I never really mentioned this yet, but So, I mean, this is kind of the state of the bedroom right now, which has a lot of stuff that needs to be done here. Um, this is kind of my dresser here. Don't mind the massive ass load of laundry here that I still gotta work on, but yeah, this is kind of the dresser that I still need to work on. I don't know why the frick there's a band-aid down there. This is so like cleaned out compared to what it used to, because I had like well over 100 shirts in there that I've since cleared out. You know, like the Power Slave flag poster. That was a gift from my friend Tanner, because he had the same one, and a guy from our old job was giving it away, and or like he gave it to him, and Tanner gave it to me basically. So I couldn't say no to that. But I don't know if I'll hang that up again or not. Have a giant crapload of plush down here. Um, mostly Pokemon plush, but there's some other just miscellaneous things in there. Got that weird sword in there, just some random drawers. Have the CRT here with some random posters and just some random books and stuff over here, like a Metroid Prime 3 strategy guide, and um, this book here. This is Morgan's actually. I don't know why I still have that. An autographed uh, yeah, the memoir of April Wine frontman Miles Goodwin. I need to get back to reading that at some point. I have at least have a picture from Yoshi Gamer Girl that she drew for me at Magfest several years ago, and a bunch of Hallmark Christmas ornaments, like basically just Darth Vader and Yoda and Mario and Luigi there. Those were all gifts from my mother. She's gotten me one of those every year. I think she got me Mario and Luigi in the same year, but yeah, I have this weird random bottle of Aquafina there. I don't know. A random. I don't know why. I bought this at Magfest a couple of years ago, and I haven't really found any use of it, but it's just something kind of funny. It has these really weird, derpy, snivy line figures on it with the Zelda 1 guy. I have the whiteboard there. That's the same drawing from my old, the Draw My Life video many years ago. I've kept that same drawing on that whiteboard ever since, basically. I'll probably find somewhere to put that in the new place. You know, my headboard, this is just don't mind this random pile of laundry here that this stuff is all pretty much going to be tossed out. It's all too small or just has holes in it or whatever, really. But, like, that Funko Bulbasaur there, that was a Christmas gift from Darren last year. Have several DSs and 3DSs. I always kind of like decorating the DSs with the stickers and whatnot. Long time viewers of the channel might recognize this DS here, but you know, I have like, oops. You know, another picture from Yoshi Gamer Girl there. That was from PAX East, like several years ago. Random mug there. A 3DS case, which actually has my PlayStation Vita in that. I know, very ironic. I have that Banjo-Kazooie figure over there. I still kept that in the box. I kind of want to see if I can get another one, but I think it's kind of like limited edition or sold out now or something, but I don't know. I've kept it in the box ever since just because I thought it looked almost too nice, and that was kind of before Banjo was added in Smash and kind of before his popularity like really took off again. So, but my reminder of that is that there's also going to be an amiibo now too eventually. We know that's an inevitability that it's going to happen, that because all the Smash characters get amiibo, and I'm almost wanting to get two of those. Just because it's Banjo. You gotta like. I definitely want to open one, but I almost want to get another one just to keep in the package. I'll think about it anyway. And, like, I have that Pokemon X, Y, and Z poster there. nothing even significant about this. I just always thought it looked pretty cool. I wasn't even the biggest fan of the season, but honestly, I do still think the poster was pretty cool. I have these sticky notes here. I won't really describe it, like, I won't really zoom in too much on it. Also, yeah, the Boston and Quiet Riot vinyls that I got for like $5 each, and that random poster that came with Orhas. But yeah, some of these like sticky notes here. There was this. I don't know if I ever really showed this in any pictures or videos or not, but basically there was a. That dates way back to high school. Basically, there was a time where we had this all-day event where we kind of just did just a whole bunch of random icebreakers to kind of like, I guess to compare to something almost kind of like the Breakfast Club, how it was kind of comparing how people were like basically like a kind of like a life lesson of not judging people because you never know like what people go through and people being different or the same or whatever. We're all kind of the same individual at the end of the day, and I don't know. I kind of um I just at the end of the day, people like took a bunch of sticky notes and just gave them to people if like if someone was ever a dick to someone and whatever. And there was times where like there was times people said certain things to me that I wasn't really a fan of, and I'm definitely no saint because I've said a lot of just awful things in my life as well that I kind of regret. But yeah, this is just my basket of laundry here, and most of the stuff, it looks like there's a lot of crap in here, and there kind of is, but it's not really that much. A lot of stuff is kind of empty here. I have all these Smash 4 posters here, like the Duck Hunt one, and then like the set one, like the Rosalina, the Palutena, and the Villager ones. I have the Shulk and the Bowser Jr. ones hanging up as well, but yeah, and I also have the Chrono Trigger poster. I'm probably going to hang that up again. I've had this poster hanging on this door for like over a decade now, but yeah, it's... well, I guess it's no time like ever to get back to this crap. I just kind of wanted to get a shot of the bedroom before it gets all torn down. Also, I don't know why there's the CRT in here. I mean, I was using it to watch some random stuff, but it's... I don't know what the heck's going on with that there. Game shelf. Not here. Yeah, it's gone. It's now at the new place. Yeah, so, I set everything up there. I mean, by that I mean I just dropped everything off there. I didn't organize it or alphabetize it or anything. As for whatever posters, the British Rock one's probably coming. The Duck Dynasty poster, probably not gonna miss you, Uncle Si. Sorry, but I guess we'll acknowledge the Uncle Si poster one final grand time. But yeah, only about half the posters I'd say are actually coming with me. Some of them are just really random. Like the Nintendo Power one up there, that's coming, but there's a Duck Dynasty one behind that. Another one that's not coming. I doubt the Charlie Sheen poster's coming. Because I don't know why that's been here for like 8 years now. And just a bunch of other random stuff like that poster of Skyrim there. I don't know why. And then I just have to organize a bunch of stuff. Like the chair there is just covered in random stuff, and the amiibo shelf there. It's not a complete amiibo collection, but I do want to get most of the like all the Smash ones at some point. I do have the complete Kirby set and the complete Yarn Yoshi, so that's a thing. But like besides that, this map of Sinnoh here, or this, the Sinnoh Underground, I'm probably keeping anyway, just because it's one of the few. This was from the official Diamond and Pearl strategy guide, so technically this is one of the few official posters that depicts Dawn on it, which is like one of the sole reasons I would even keep this at all. But I mean, I don't know. Of course, obviously, I have the plush over there too, but that's 100% coming with me. But yeah, yeah, no, I just have a whole bunch of other random junk here, and at this point, I'm just gonna be packing random stuff here. So let's kind of get to this. That's just backwards. Oops. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to be packing random stuff from the office here, just kind of random stuff that's been lying around here for a long time, and yeah, this is kind of going to be what this is going to be like. I have these CDs, which we saw a little while ago, same ones as before, I just never really had a chance of packing those. I might even move those at some point. I have the Curry Automaton here, you know, like... Ah, shit. I don't friggin' know. I was trying to badly do Smoke on the Water there, but that's probably not even remotely how that would go. On a guitar, I could definitely do that, though. So, like, I have some random VHS tapes here, and, like, blank VHS tape, Zachary's first tape, which I don't even know what's on that. I think maybe an episode of Franklin or something. I don't really know. Disney Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. I'm not really sure what that is. Like, I think it's just an episode of, like, the 90s Winnie the Pooh cartoon. I can't even read this. I want you to read this freaking handwriting, because this is glorious. The other VHS tape here is just Wayne's World 2, but no, read this. If you could read this, I would be very, very surprised. Can you read this yet? Because I sure as hell can't. Like, what do we got here? Sorry, I have to adjust that focus every time here. Looks like play with key. I'm assuming that's Kirby. Crafty fingertips. Okay, yeah, Fingertips, which is a show I have not seen in forever. This tape also just looks completely screwed up anyway. I don't even think this would work. Yeah, Fingertips was a show I used to watch way the heck back in the day. It was just this, I think it was like this British or Australian craft show. I'm not really sure. Sonic X and Arthur and Yu-Gi-Oh! And I have no idea. This was, I don't even know what the heck would have been on this, but the tape looks so screwed up. It's probably not even work. It probably does not work at all anymore anyway. But whatever. Let's see what else we got here. We got Pokemon The Rise of Darkrai, which is not in its normal case, because I don't know where the heck that normal case went. Because I have a sealed copy of this movie, because it was like really, really cheap. If I want to watch this these days, I have the Blu-ray of it, which I would probably just put on that instead, just because it's a Blu-ray, and those movies look, the movie looks really beautiful on Blu-ray, so that is a thing. We have The Late Night with Conan O'Brien 10th Anniversary Show, and the Best of Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, which I've watched this like once. I bought this at a Sears, enough said. Wall-E, which I don't actually know where the disc of this is. It isn't in here. It's also just one of these really weird, obnoxious DVDs. It looks nice, but you realize you almost just want a normal case for it. It's kind of weird like that. We have Family Guy, It's a Trap. I'm not going to go into that too much more. It has a Future Shop sticker on it, though. That's kind of interesting. A physical PC copy of Super Meat Boy, which is kind of a strange thing. You would not expect me to have that, but I did buy that back in the day. It was alright. I didn't really play it a whole lot, but it apparently ran on my laptop, so probably not well in hindsight, but I have these little figures here of Misty May, Dawn, Iris, and Serena. these I don't know. I don't think I'll put in any of the totes just because they're kind of loose and fragile. I don't really have a good way of like carrying these though, unfortunately. I'll show Don though, just because, you know. Like, who doesn't love Don? I have this acrylic, or not even acrylic, this like leaf fan art keychain. This was, I don't remember. I remember who made this, but I don't remember how to pronounce the username. So I'll put the thing on the screen. We have some more DVDs here. We got Def Leppard's Rock of Ages, the video collection. And we got Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 1 on VHS. I do like the, like, cases that obviously the Disney, like, VHS cases, I know those are kind of, like, perceived as, like, a really great find if you can get them. I don't know actually for sure, but I know, like, people do desire those from time to time, so, yeah. We've got some more interesting stuff here. The Rise of Darkrai manga, which is not very good. It is really, really not faithful to the movie at all, really. We have a video game cheats and secrets book. That was something that a friend of mine gave me back in high school. Oops. Halo 1 for PC. Yeah, PC. And that was years before it got ported to Steam, for the record. StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Again, probably the last game people would expect me to own, but yeah, I have this. I've never actually played it. I doubt my computer could even run it, but honestly, if there's one thing I've always dug about this, it was just the presentation of this, because it kind of like opens up and, you know, it's a nice, cool looking box here. I've always dug whenever games came in, like PC games came in cases like that. Pokemon Black and White Rival Destinies Disc 1 there, and don't really know why I bought that on DVD, but I just kind of did. Let's see what else we got in here. We have an installation CD for something I don't even use, and The Lion King. I'll get into the stuff in the other thing in a minute. It was basically just the old Bob-omb that you might have seen years and years ago, and the whatchamacallit, it was just a little Piplup. I'll look into that in a moment. We can talk about some other things here, though. I actually didn't realize I had these, Animal Crossing cards. I don't remember where the heck I got these. Probably if they came with Amiibo Festival, maybe? I actually don't remember. It's interesting, though. I'll definitely keep that in mind. I never actually realized I owned a few Animal Crossing cards. I have a Companion Cube plush. I have an empty DVD case. Why the heck not? A Jimi Hendrix documentary, which is kind of interesting. I remember watching this before. It was interesting, I think. It's only about an hour long. I bought this because I was pretty big into Hendrix at the time, and it was an interesting watch, and it was pretty cheap. Family Guy Blue Harvest, and the Guns N' Roses DVD collection here. I don't know why I bought a lot of this stuff here, but I just kind of did. I have this Dawn and Piplup acrylic stand here. This was official merch that released with Pokemon Masters last year. not like with the game, but like it was in some sort of like promo in regards to that. I have another Elgato component video adapter. I'll definitely pack that up there. And let's just grab some of the random stuff behind here. I have some random Amiibo box backs here. I kind of like cut these out in particular just because they were kind of nice looking. I'm definitely doing this when the Banjo Amiibo comes out, but yeah, these were just really nice. What that was that just fell there, but interesting. Let's see what else we can find here. We have a Manaphy plush. These pins here, these came with Crash Team Racing. Let's just talk about the random plush here that I have here. I have... This is Metal Sonic, not to be confused with Metal Sonic. The tag says Sonic X on there, but I do not remember Sonic X ever having this, so... Silver Sonic floppy. I don't know where the heck this came from, but it's an interesting piece of my collection. I'm actually not putting that in the tote just because it's so big. We have the NES Classic Edition, the Super NES Classic Edition, and the Sega Genesis Mini. All very good. I think the SNES Classic Edition is my favorite of the three, but that's a really hard thing to beat. The Super Nintendo just had such a good library. The Genesis Mini is really good too, but it's really hard to beat that. You know. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen some of these here. We have a little Tepig plush, an Oshawott plush, Chimchar plush, a Turtwig plush, and a Mantike plush, and a Sudowoodo plush. A lot of the Gen 4 stuff I got probably around the time Gen 4 first came out, I think, actually. And the Oshawott and the Tepig I bought sometime in like 2013, I think. Maybe 2013, I think, sounds about right. I have a Sims 4 expansion disc for some reason, or yes, Sims 3 actually, sorry. This Crash bobblehead here, I can actually grab the box for that there. This was and this Crash air freshener, those came with Crash Team Racing. I'm keeping this package just because it can be kind of a collector's item, I think, so who knows, air fresheners in however many years might turn out to be kind of on the pricier side. I'd like to be able to open this here. And this Majora's Mask thing here, this was part of a Majora's Mask lanyard I bought years ago, but I just thought the tag looked cool. May not think too kindly of Majora's Mask 3D, but if there's one thing it does do right, it does have really nice official art. I have this here, I don't know, this probably won't go in the box, or might have to be disassembled. This is a really cool Ganondorf figure from the Wind Waker HD pre-order. I was never able to get any of the other, like, the Majora's Mask 3D Skull Kid, or... I actually do have the Twilight Princess Wolf Link, but that's kind of its own thing. But yeah, I was able to get this actually just kind of on a sheer whim, and I'm glad I did, honestly. It was definitely worth the extra $10. Let's see what else we can find in the box, in the stuff here. We have this here, my copy of E.T. that's signed by the Angry Video Game Nerd, which is really cool. The game itself is Well, it's E.T. and the Atari, you know what they say about that, but I gotta say though, it's a pretty cool relic, I gotta honestly say. A Toys R Us Ponyta card, not valuable at all by any means, but it was something that was kind of given away. I don't remember for what reason why I would have gotten this. Probably buying something that I got it with that, but this is something that I really like here, this little Banjo-Kazooie keychain here. You can't really see it super well, but yeah, this was something I got at Con Bravo a few years back, and it's not like official or anything, it's just like a fan-made thing, but yeah, I'm also realizing I'm not in frame for so much of this, but I mean, that's kind of the nature of so much things that are going on here. You know, a lot of the stuff that's on the desk right now is just kind of honestly junk, but I have an Okamiden French instruction manual. Is this the French one or yep, this is the French one. So, yep. Don't know why. It's also bigger than the average instruction manual, which is kind of dumb. I have these foam Pokeballs here. I got these for like 50 cents each at Walmart, which I was surprised at because these were kind of nice at the time, and shoot. I just thought they made really cool like decorations and stuff, and I got them for like 50 cents each. But yeah, we have a Quick Ball, Premier Ball, a Heal Ball, a Nest Ball, a Luxury Ball, and an Ultra Ball. I also have a smiley face ball here too. Let's see. A Joy-Con grip and an Xbox 360 back. An old PlayStation headset thing. Sonic Forces Joy-Con stickers. You know, the stickers everyone wants to put on a Joy-Con. They honestly don't look too bad. I don't want to stick them on the brand new green ones, and I already have Joy-Con stickers on the other ones, but it's interesting nonetheless anyway. What else do we got here? This is actually something kind of interesting here. I wrote this letter to Nintendo Power years and years ago. I don't think it actually ever really, like... Actually, this is something me and my friend Isaiah wrote years and years ago. I learned years later that these never actually got sent, but... I'm curious what was even in these here, so... Let's see what we got here. Dear Nintendo Power, re-vote for Mario as president. Zachary, a huge, spelled wrong, fan of Mario. Isaiah, a guy who loves Nintendo. Katie, a girl who likes Mario. This is just one of the several letters here. I guess Katie also. Katie would have been Isaiah's younger sister. Kind of want to send, like, a screenshot of this to them and see if they remember doing this. I mean, Katie probably wouldn't, because I'd be surprised if Isaiah remembered. I mean, there's actually no chance in hell he would remember this either, but, I can't read this. This is something Katie did. I actually can't read this at all, but, not saying that in a bad way, but, like, it's charming, but I can't say I remember, let's see what Isaiah wrote here. I'm surprised this is in my office after all these years. I think I just found the envelope and then put it down here. Mario, vote, Yoshi, Luigi. This is just some weird... Mario, vote, Yoshi, Luigi, Wario, Peach, and Koopa Paratroopa. This one's kind of charming. It looks more like an actual voting thing. That's actually kind of cool. I haven't actually. I don't think I've ever seen the other two letters in this here, so it's interesting, like uncovering this after all this time. You know, the good old Nintendo Power address here, which no longer exists. Actually, I'm gonna keep that out right now because I do want to send them a picture of that at some point. It's everything in the shelf itself here. Some stuff that probably won't fit in the tote, but whatever. We have the portal turret here. This one does make sound and light up and stuff.
Target acquired. Critical error.
I love this thing. It's so stupid and obnoxious, but I love this. Yeah, it's dumb, but it's funny. It's like a funny kind of dumb. I usually keep it off, but it's a nice little thing here. You can probably fit that way there. Yeah, you can definitely fit in that. Then lastly, all we got here is the a 3DS charging stand, which is actually really nice. I mean, like I always liked the charging stand that came with the 3DS, but yeah, that's a thing. We just have a Wii U gamepad here. Nothing really to say about that. We have just this mushroom lamp here and a Servine figure. I seem to really like the Snivy line quite a lot. I know I have a Snivy plush as well. Snivy is probably my favorite Gen 5 starter. One of my favorite starters up there with... I don't think I like it as much as Piplup Bulbasaur Mudkip, but it's up there. It would be probably fourth to those three, but I do really like the Snivy line a lot as well. That's pretty much it for my desk here. I have a couple more Pokemon cards and a Gorilla Webkins, but that's literally about it. I have the Gorilla here, and these are... Oh, okay, two of these are Toys R Us things. Again, no real value to those at all. And a Build-A-Bear Workshop Pikachu. But, yeah, yeah, so that's probably going to be it for this segment, I guess. Don't mind this, and don't mind the audio kind of being backwards again. I just kind of want to reminisce a little bit here. The corner's mostly gone here. This is just mostly the Labo here. I need to find some way to get that in and somewhere to put that. And then the closet, which is mostly just a bunch of boxes already, so there's not a lot in there. It's really weird seeing this room, not only this room completely friggin' empty here, like I want to stand back here and show you just kind of the size scale here. You can see the treadmill. When we first moved here, sorry this is really weird because there's a lot of echo and it's a lot of empty space and the microphone's facing the wrong way anyway, but yeah, there used to be like a wall here. Like, I don't know if you can... No, you can't really see anything. There used to be like a wall here. Unfortunately, this was like early to mid 2000s. Like, this wall was gone by like 2003. So, yeah, there wasn't really any like good. There used to be like a door here, and this used to be like its own thing. I'll go stand in the corner here. This is my treadmill here. Didn't really use it a whole lot, but you know, this used to be just like a nice downstairs living room here. There used to be a couch kind of down here, and there was always a TV here for as long as I can remember. It's just a nice little downstairs living room, honestly. It feels weird for me to be walking this way here. I got my nice little stash of guitars here. Yeah, there actually used to be years ago, you can actually kind of see it along the wall here. Used to be like a bar like here, you can see by like the color fading there. It used to extend out to like, actually you can see it on the ground here. Yeah, you can see where it's clearly not where it wasn't before. It used to come out to here, and years and years ago, like in 2003, this used to be like its own secluded room here too. It's also just a closet here. There's nothing really in here anymore. Wow, this is empty too. There used to be a bunch of boxes in here. Oops. I think this used to be bigger or more extended or whatever, but there's nothing in there now. Yeah, for a while there used to be a mini fridge down in the corner here for a long time. I'll give you just kind of more. That's like the laundry room in there. This room here used to be like a wood storage room. Not really a whole lot in here though, but yeah. That room's always like the coldest one in the house because it's not really open a lot of the time and it's right below the garage, so yeah, this was the kitchen here. This went through a number of changes over the time. Don't mind the mess here. It's just kind of a mess here, but then, and don't mind any of the mess here otherwise. This room here, this used to be my bedroom years and years ago. My bed used to be along this wall here. My TV and GameCube and later Wii used to be just along this wall here on a dresser. I can show you what dresser that is actually. Yeah, just a closet here. I don't think there's anything really in there. This room here was my parents' bedroom. This is so empty. I can show this off here. Echo! Like, it's so freaking echoey because there's nothing in here. There's a TV and that's it, but I'm not used to seeing this room like this empty. Like, I'll back up again and show this from the angle here. Like, look at this. It's crazy. It'll be crazy seeing my room like this here too in a bit, but this is my room now. A lot of stuff is still gone. Some of the stuff's still here. Like, yeah, I cleaned off most of my dresser. This is like the dresser that used to be in the spare room as well. I've had this for the longest time. But yeah, and then like most of the plush collection, and I know I've showed this off before, but yeah, it's all coming down. The next time I update this, we'll probably not have most of this stuff anymore. That's interesting to hear, or to say anyway. It's been a couple of nights. I also realized the microphone's not positioned in the right way, but look at how bare this is. There's no mic stand there. There's been a mic stand there for like 6 years now. That's because that's where my mic stand is there. Also, no TV stand here. That feels really, really bare. There's my TV over that way there, but I'm not sure really what's going to happen with this TV. I'm definitely taking it with me, but I don't know what exactly I'm doing with it at the time anyway. But yeah, most of the stuff, and even my closet is mostly gone right now anyway. Like, if I look through here anyway, like, this was like stacked and stacked with boxes. Sorry for the echo here. I should probably close that door over just so it doesn't echo like crazy here. But yeah, no, there's a couple of boxes down there. There's some old pieces of like military jackets and stuff I got from when I was in cadets, and a couple of random things up top here. Blue Yeti thing, the Hot Wheels racetrack. The Amiibo shelf is still the same. I still gotta pack that down, but I mean, I had a bit of a funny joke with my dad earlier tonight. Dad took like a random picture of this to... We're not taking this giant ass computer desk because there's just no room for it, but Dad was asking if the buddy wanted to, like, but if buddy who was buying the house wanted that, and he jokingly, Dad asked me, he's like jokingly, he's like, yeah, so how much for that girl figure with the pink skirt and the pink boots? I'm like, fuck off, it's not for sale. So I don't know, that kind of got a bit of a laugh out of me. But yeah, it's so bare. It's so bare. These walls still aren't bare. It even echoes in a weird way that I'm not used to because there's normally a TV here. I'm not positioning the camera right, but there's a TV here that's not here anymore. It's so weird. I also realize the floor is dirty as hell right now, but yeah, I'm standing in a corner that I've almost never been able to stand in. That feels really weird to me. It's gonna be... Ugh. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little bit weirdly sentimental here the next little while. Yeah. It's gonna be something. It'll be something. Damn, I wish I had something better to get these things out. Not gonna lie, I'm listening to Good Riddance by Green Day right now as I'm taking some of these posters down, and I gotta honestly say it does feel kind of emotional taking some of these memories down here. The Uncle Sod poster, I'm sorry, but this is still not staying with me. This one, on the other hand, this is definitely something. And yes, I got a freaking knife since that last clip because it's too hard. I hope you had the time of your life. This is such a nice poster. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Yeah, it definitely is time of the life here. You know, I started this whole thing here and it's a new chapter. I do not remember using command strips on these. What the hell? I definitely do not remember using command strips in 2013. What the hell is this? This was always a pretty cool poster. I never did play Capcom Arcade Cabinet, but it was always a pretty damn cool poster, I gotta honestly say. Got this from PAX East one year. Hey guys, well, it's kind of that time that I'm packing the computer up here, and honestly, this just to me feels probably the most emotional. The computer just finished shutting down here. I think this feels like the most emotional to me out of like anything right now to do. Like, it's honestly, I've held off doing this for quite a while today, and I can't really explain why exactly, but like this just, I don't know, there's just been this weird wave of emotion for me that I haven't really been able to describe it. You know, let me put some of these SD cards and stuff in here, because I don't know what's on what here. Oh, shoot. Is that an actual, that was an actual SD card. Damn it. Okay. Put all the SD cards in here. And I have an external hard drive that has to go in here as well. But, sorry about that. But yeah, so I think that's just about most of the things that I need in there. You know, I had to go for a drive earlier because I just felt like I was like, I felt like I was kind of just overrun with a lot of emotions, and I guess I kind of have been it the last little while, but I listened to my thinking playlist, which had a bunch of, it was this weird, like, playlist. There was a lot of Don Henley music in there, because I think when I made it I was in like a really big melodramatic Eagles mood, and I think I also like wanted to make a thinking playlist that wasn't overly Eagles focused, because I figured I guess that would have been too easy to focus on or something. I'm not really sure, but there was other stuff I listened to there, like Time Stands Still by Rush, or The Spirit Carries On by Dream Theater, or Remember When by Alan Jackson, and whatnot. I have my Switch here. Might as well unplug this and put this in the carrying case. Yeah, it's, alright, I forgot I had these Animal Crossing cards. I honestly forgot I even had Animal Crossing cards at all, but I don't remember when I got those. It must have been with Amiibo Festival, I think, if I had to take a wild guess. You know, like, what's even back here? A Big Bang Theory CD, my grade 9 class video, and if I said Big Bang Theory CD, I meant DVD. The installation disc for the Hop Hog software, a camera software thing, I think, Plants vs. Zombies on PC. I should actually probably reinstall, because I do like Plants vs. Zombies. And, I don't know what, a country CD, a random country CD for some reason, like, I don't know, so I keep the weirdest shit sometimes. But yeah, now begins the other stuff here. No, that might. Oh no, that is the right size for that, actually. Yeah, I'll just set this up here for a hot minute, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, I mean, I went for a drive earlier and just listened to a bunch of music that was kind of emotional for me to listen to in a sense, because, you know, it's all stuff about growing up, I guess, all stuff about adulterating, and yeah, it's gonna be a change, that's for certain. It's going to be a very, very different change. I think the Switch dock is already there, actually, as is I have like a million HDMI cables there. Like, I don't think that's an exaggeration. There's so many stupid HDMI cables there. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, let's. This guy. This was the hard drive I had from 2011 to early 2012. It like barely works right now, and it's like kind of wonky. Like, some of the data's really sparse on it, but I got most of the important stuff off of that. Unfortunately, that was the hard drive that had the Amazing Mirror Let's Play on it that I did with Alex way back when, and that was pretty much lost. I wish it wasn't, because that was one of my favorite Let's Plays to ever record, but yeah, no, I had to suffer a tumble. I have a weird story about that. Well, actually, I don't think I don't know if I should really even get into it because it's some weird details behind that one. Let's get the keyboard here. I'm not even sure if I'll really hook this up or not, actually. I almost want to because my laptop U-key does not work at all. But, yeah, I don't know really if I'll have the space for that keyboard or not. I'm actually not sure. Here's a whole bunch of old Club Nintendo codes and a code for level 100 Mew for Gen 6. Yeah, as you see, I have just a whole bunch of Club Nintendo codes for, like, Club Nintendo for Pokemon Black version. Club Nintendo for the Wii version of Pikmin 2 is this? Not even sure really, but it has Pikmin 2 on the back, so... Pokemon Y. Not even sure really if that's just supposed to be Mario Tennis or not there. Kirby's Epic Yarn. I don't know why I saved all these News for Mario Bros. 2 here. Is that... No. I was gonna say, is that Mario Party Island Tour? Maybe that's Mario Party 9, actually. Yeah, that might be what that is there, wow. Mario Kart 8, or no, maybe that's Mario Kart 7, actually. That kind of, that's a 3DS case, yeah, Mario Party 7, or Mario Kart 7, I think. Mario 3D Land, these are, like I said, these are all old. Pilot Wings Resort. Back to Pokemon Black version, yeah, it's old stuff. Old stuff, I tell you, man. I tell you. Focus rate. I got this used at Long McQuaid for... How much did I pay for this? Does it still have the price tag on it? No, it doesn't. It just has a used sticker on it like 4 times, but it doesn't actually have my price sticker, so I don't remember how much I paid for that, but... Yeah. That's been what I've been using along with the AT2020 here. What's this here? Oh, USB Type-C cable. Not sure where that came from, but some random eShop cards. Both of these. This was actually a Christmas gift from Darren, actually, a couple of years ago. Or was it last year or a couple of years ago? One or the other, anyway. I think it might have been last year. He gifted me like $40 in eShop cards one time, so... I can't remember if it was Christmas or my birthday, but I think it was Christmas. And again, I've gifted him some stuff too, so it's all good. Darren's a good guy. Nice to see him again, whenever this quarantine thing is all over, because he's taking this stuff really seriously. But next time I see him, it'll be in the new place. It will not be here, unfortunately, but yeah. This is just my monitor cable there. This is a... What cable is this? A Bose. Oh, that's the speaker cord. Yeah, that's definitely coming with me. I've been using those Bose speakers now since 2013. And needless to say, I love those, because those are really good speakers. Really, really good. This cable's also something I need here. Both of these. I believe also for the speaker here. Actually, no, that's a Lightning USB cable. That's probably for the Scarlet. Yeah, that might be it as of right now for this. This is pretty much the office tearing down. Oh, and my mouse here. Need that too, but yeah, that's gotta be the office teardown there. It's gonna be an emotional evening, I think, but an emotional couple of days. But you know, we'll get through this. We will get through this. Yeah. this isn't like the last like final moving day here. Realize I'm not exactly the most in frame right now, but yeah, this is it. This is pretty much it for the entire office here. The desk is staying, but besides that, this is very, very bare. I apologize if the audio might sound a little bit off here, but you know, I just kind of want to demonstrate this here, I guess. You know, this was where my TV was for the longest time. You know, the old TV that used to be in the side room here. There was another TV there. That was the one I had from. I also apologize for the echo here. I realize this probably makes the audio quality sound abysmal because the rooms are so empty. Everything's just echoing. But yeah. So my TV's gone. The TV from the side room was gone. That was the one I used from 2010 to 2013, and then this one I used here. I guess the Ethernet cord's mine. I should probably actually take that, but yeah, you know, the way over here is empty. There's no game shelf here. There's nothing even in this closet here anymore. Like, it's bare. It's really, really damn bare. Also, yeah, you can realize just kind of how messy this like basement is. You can see like holes in the walls and just other just stuff in general. It's yeah, this part's a little bit kind of unscripted. I wish I had a freaking chair right now, but I don't really have any sort of luxury of sitting, so I'm just kind of awkwardly stuck standing here for a minute. But yeah, no, it is a little bittersweet, you know, saying goodbye to this place, and you know, this has been the room where, you know, 50 plus Let's Plays have been made here. You know, countless hours and days spent just playing whatever, but I mean, I think what's bittersweet is that, you know, this isn't the first time I've had to move, but honestly, it's only the second. I know there was a time in Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow where I said I moved, or Aria of Sorrow, I mean, moving in the last little while. And I swear to God, it's just sheer coincidence that near the end of both the Castlevania and Ratchet and Clank LPs, I said I moved. The first time was a really temporary thing where I was just temporarily moving and staying with someone for like a few months, but I was mostly back to living here again by the end of like 6 months later. And yeah, now I'm back to, this time it's a completely permanent move. So, I don't really have a whole lot of like camera space right now, so, you know, I can't even really reminisce too much because there's nothing in here right now to reminisce about other than just the memories and such, but I can't really reminisce about like any particular memories, well, or about like any particular one thing because nothing else is in here. So I guess I'll just give you one last look at the room here, and I'll show you the last two rooms otherwise. Like, there's the closet again, that's my tripod there, there's nothing in that space there, nothing where the TV was. It was my computer desk, which has nothing in mine. The Metroid Prime 2 Echoes poster and the mug there, that's basically the last thing in mine, and my medal there. But yeah, yeah. Again, this was where all the guitars and stuff were. You can see the holes in the walls and everything, and before that where the mini bar and the mini fridge used to be. You can still see the marks on the wall from all that. And there's the furnace in the laundry room. Down that way you can see where the downstairs living room was. That's really empty. This is the emptiest I have ever seen this living room since we moved in here. And I remember back then, like, this floor here wasn't hardwood, it was carpet. And we actually had to tear all that up and replace it with the hardwood. but then, like back then, I remember I was this weird kid obsessed with, of all things, Dora the Explorer and Super Mario Kart. And also, yeah, I want to point out something right now. It is the end of April, and it's snowing outside. 2 days ago, it was t-shirt weather. I can't make this up to save anything, but yeah, it's seriously snowing outside. Welcome to Canada, everyone. Yeah, no, it's a closet here. This, I don't think there's really a whole lot in here. No. Closet's really bare and empty. It's really something, you know. It's honestly strange seeing the room this empty here. When normally I'm used to, like, I don't know. For years there used to be like a TV here, and then the TV moved to there, and like, you know, my last couple E3 reaction videos were sitting on the couch here against this wall, and like just other things like that. I really don't have any battery life left here, but again, I can't ignore the bedroom here. Just get one last look of this here. You know, my bed used to be along here. There's some markings on the wall there. That's kind of unfortunate. The empty closet. You know, this was my bedroom for the last several years, you know. It's quite something. You know, I have like no space left here. I'm actually running out of like time right now. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I think we should take a look at the new room here. Before I head in, I was gonna say that I did think about making like an entire house tour, but the rest of the house is kind of just in a mess right now, and I figured for the sake of this video it wasn't really that relevant. Also, the fact that this video is already over an hour and a half long anyway, kind of, if you stuck through this whole thing, I'd be damn shocked. So, yeah, I just want to say that, first of all, I want to say really quickly, if you hear some hammering in the background, I have the window open because it's like, it's just a really nice day and I like having the nice breeze come through here, so yeah, but this is a mix of my bedroom and the office, which is it's very different for me. You know, I might as well point up here. These are the posters I have up right now. I'm really kind of worried for the Bowser Jr. one, actually, because the other day I walked in and that kind of fell, so I put it on a different... They're all just kind of held up with tacks, except for the Duck Hunt poster that's actually held up with command strips. I could hang them up with command strips, but it's... I had to put the Duck Hunt one up with those, because, which, that could also fall at some point, too, I realized, but, like, the Bowser Jr. one just kind of fell while I was at work the other day, and, you know, if that happens when I'm asleep, because I sleep on that side of the bed, yeah, that's not gonna be too fun, but, yeah, it wasn't so bad, all things considered. The Duck Hunt one, we originally put that in upside down, and the hook for, like, signifying the top of the thing on the back of the frame, we kind of trimmed that off. These, like, poster things were kind of, how should I word this? They were kind of just, like a DIY thing. It's not, like, a really good frame. You can probably see on a couple of them that, like, you know, the edges aren't really perfect, or, like, that it's all just kind of a bunch of DIY stuff. So, yeah, but yeah, I also just got the plush on display. The Squeak Squad and the Dawn pictures there, those I got at Con Bravo last year. That Pokemon poster there, that's from the 20th anniversary mythical event. that poster up there, I just kind of got. I had that for a while. I got that at Walmart around the time that that series was still on. There's a bit of empty space here. I'm thinking at some point I might put my TV up at some point. And then I just got some other stuff here. I guess one thing at a time here, but yeah, I'll probably I might put the TV on the wall there. I want to get a new desk at some point here. I might as well show this here. I got my old computer desk here. I used to use this desk back at the old place before I got the new one, or before I got well, the old desk that was at the old place. That was there for a really really long time. That was something that we just had in the spare room for like a super super huge amount of time. This is technically a newer desk, but I used it before the old. It's such a weird way of describing things. But I want to get something that's wider in a sense, because the TV here is just kind of sitting on this weird shelf thing. And like the shelf, I mean, what do we got here? We have season 1 of SpongeBob, my old sunglasses, a projector, and my Scarlet. But yeah, this is not the same TV I used to have. This was just the TV that was in my grandfather's living room that I took, because the old living room TV's in there now. This TV here it's not great, but it'll get the job done. It's kind of just something smaller for the time. I still have my old office TV, and I love that thing dearly, but, this one also has a DVD player built into it, too, which is kind of the other reason why I started using it for a little bit. But yeah, and then I kind of have the console shelves, which is kind of nice, and then just some miscellaneous stuff up top here, like, I have most of the consoles except the Switch, I think, going into this 4-way splitter here. I don't know if you can see that there, yeah. Not that I would be using it for 4K or anything like that, but yeah, they are all going into that splitter there. Then I just got some other weird miscellaneous figures and stuff like that. I got the amiibo shelf here, and this is actually a little bit better organized than it was before. I put like all the non-Smash ones on top here, which gave me a lot more room down below. For things like my Nintendo Powers and some other miscellaneous magazines on the right. I know I don't have a very big Nintendo Power collection, but I collected the magazine for a good, like, the last 8 years or so of the thing's lifespan. And my DK Bongos there as well. I have some other miscellaneous stuff here. This picture here was my championship-winning hockey team when I was 10, 11, roughly. Here's like a portrait hockey card from that. And like I have some of these like containers here. These are for things like controllers. As you see, I have the 360 one there. This one's the PS3 controllers, including the greasy white controller. That's Super Nintendo controllers plus the mouse. This, I think, is just Genesis mini controllers. Okay, then. And I also have some bigger containers down here with even more stuff. This is a bunch of Wii and Wii U stuff here. This is N64. I think this is GameCube. Yep. The GameStop controller that really doesn't work anymore, I don't think. This is my good GameCube controller. This stuff here, I think, is just miscellaneous cables that I just wanted to put somewhere. And then the rest of it, like, actually, well, this is most of my CD collection here, actually. I was able to find a nice spot to store that wasn't really my headboard, and just a nice, a thing that, like, holds a lot, that doesn't really take up a whole lot of space, you know. I open it up and, you know, I got some stuff here. Got a lot of Def Leppard in there. You know, just stuff like that. Yeah, that Metroid figure there, a smaller print of the same Dawn poster I have there, the custom plush Metroid, and the silver Sonic thing. That's such a weird freaking thing. What the heck do you call this thing? Again, the fact that it says it's from Sonic X, I don't think I've seen all of Sonic X, but I don't remember anything like that ever showing up. Yeah, I have some other just miscellaneous stuff, a TV remote, some issues with the Dragon Ball Z manga, yeah, and then some other just miscellaneous stuff if I circle around here. I got my closet here. There's not really a door on the closet, and my wardrobe there, but just got some boxes up top and some other miscellaneous stuff. This is still very much kind of a mess and still like a work in progress here, but you know, it's coming along here for what it's worth. And you know, I got the game shelf here, kind of largely what it was like before. You know, you can still recognize like this is largely the same as it always has been, but yeah, and I got two of my guitars down there. The rest of my guitars are all at my uncle's place right now. Got the Halo Reach statue, the Leaf box up there, my old monitor up there. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. I would like to hook it up at some point, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. And like you can't really see it, but like DS and like SNES and N64 are down below again. It's just that there's a lot of crap in the way, but yeah, that's largely it for the new room here. I don't really think I need to explain a whole lot. I think this largely kind of speaks for itself. I think, you know, it's you know, I apologize for this like afro head, like no haircut during this time kind of like final appearance, I guess. But you know, I guess like just in a weird way, it very much does feel like this room still kind of keeps a spirit alive in a sense. It's such a weird feeling for me, but you know, I think largely everything will be alright, you know. It's different. It is very, very different, but, I mean, the thing is, this part of the clip is being recorded, like, 3 weeks after the fact, so I've already kind of gotten used to life a little bit, but it's not so bad either. It's really not, and I don't really mind that at the same time. You know, I think things optimistically will return and get better at some point, so with all that being said, thank you for watching this mammoth of a video, but it was definitely something that needed to be documented, and it's a very huge step for my life, so it's something that I think really needed this long runtime to kind of go over. But yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Masterstarman, and I look forward to making videos again in the new place. Thank you for watching this stupidly long video. Peace out.